I got a girl pregnant and she wanted to get an abortion, but I didn't want that. She ended up not getting one, but now she is not involved at all. We weren't in a serious relationship when she got pregnant. She has never met our son. Even after the birth she had no desire to see him. We went to court to figure custody and support could be figured out, and I have 100% full legal and physical custody. Her name is on the birth certificate, but she has no custody and no right to visitation or to make things like medical or education decisions. She didn't want any of that. Every month she pays 125% of the court-ordered child support. She says that if I ever marry someone who wants to adopt him she will agree, but until then she'll pay support. It's been this way since our son was born. I'm raising our son all on my own. He is 18 months old now and he has never met her, and I don't even have any photos of her even. I am burned out and hate being a single parent. I love my son but I resent him. My family tries to help when they can, but I do it most of the time. I would never hurt or neglect him, but I am exhausted all the time. I tried to go to court to give her split custody, but because she wanted an abortion and I didn't, and she made it clear she would never be involved after the birth. And because we went to court when he was 6 months old, but because we already went after he was born and agreed on things, and now she pays more support than is court ordered. The judge said he can't force her to look after him. I haven't seen her in almost a year, and the last I heard she has a tummy tuck and laser stretch marks treatment and is working at a gym. She also told her friends and family she is an egg donor and not a mother. She is a deadbeat mom and the court won't do anything and is forcing me to struggle as a single parent. Do I have any legal remedies here?
Ops other comments.
She is a deadbeat. She doesn't have anything to do with him and has left me to do everything as a single parent. I want to know if I have any legal options to make her help parent the child she helped create. I want the courts to give her visitation or custody so that I can have a break and she can actually parent her child. I never thought that she could turn her back on her own child. I honestly thought she would bond during the pregnancy and would eventually change her mind. Even if she turned down my offer to be in a relationship, I never thought she would actually abandon him without a thought and without seeing him or even trying to know his name or sex. She was so drugged up during the birth that I don't even think she knows if he was born before or after midnight. I didn't expect it to go like this, to be honest.
She is a deadbeat mom and the court won't do anything. No, she has complied with the court-ordered monetary support requirements. Exceeded them, in fact. That is all she is required to do, ever. She is not at all a deadbeat. The only problem here is that you want to shirk your responsibility as a single parent and dump the work on someone else because of one or all of these things. Then you're too cheap to hire a nanny, and want the court to order her to be your free slave instead. You are abusive and want power over her because she escaped you, and you have an abusive mentality and can't stand that your plan to control her failed. You're too selfish to accept that you are not parent material and simply arrange an adoption to a qualified parent or parents who can do the job they sign up for. Unlike you, she wanted an abortion and I didn't, and she made it clear she would never be involved after the birth if you did not want to be an exhausted, cranky, single parent. Then you should have simply said yeah, abortion. Awesome. Best idea ever. And then promptly driven her to the clinic, put your money on the counter and supported her for the few days after that. Then none of the three of you would be living this nightmare that you created. You are the one that manipulated her and coerced birth, which is a form of domestic abuse. So this was your doing. If your life is a nightmare, it is 100% your choice of a nightmare. You manipulated someone into having a child they did not want for you, into spending 9 months of their life incubating the child, into damaging their own health, for your desire to have a child. And your wish that said child would make you lord and master over the mother. You did a selfish and cruel thing to her, and to the child. Then on top of everything, you assumed that magical fairy bonding would happen and that you would go on to have her also raise the child for you while you did nothing of the parenting duties you so clearly hate. Plus be your wife, and be a mother to a child she wanted to abort? Dude, seriously. You are living in cloud cuckoo land. Of course she hates your guts. Of course she wants nothing to do with the child. She didn't want the child, and she sure as hell has proven that she wants nothing to do with the person who manipulated her into childbirth. And you want the court to further coerce her, because why? Oh, yeah, because parenthood is a grueling, exhausting, mundane, repetitive, 24/7, 18 non-stop job? Sorry, but that's what you sign up for as a parent. If you can't hack it, then your option is to find a nice adoptive parent and sign over your rights. She most likely will be willing to agree to this as well, from the sound of it. Then you get to walk away from the child and go back to your carefree life. Just do everyone a favor, however, get a vasectomy immediately because you are not qualified to be a parent or a good partner. You are the only deadbeat in this story. You wanted a child with none of the work. You wanted to turn the mother into your personal slave. It doesn't work like that.